You didn't lose because you picked the wrong coin. You lost because you showed up at the wrong time. Good morning, Black America. Grand Rising, beloved. I'm Crypto Stock Markets, and I'm here to turn digital sense into generational sense. Now let's unpack it. Most people step into crypto thinking it's random. They think price just moves because people are buying and selling. So what do? They chase what's going up. They panic when it drops. They sit there confused trying to figure out what just happened to their money. That's not bad luck. That's lack of timing. Because what's really happening is you stepped into a system you don't understand. And nobody told you. There's a pattern behind all of this. Not a guess, not a prediction, a pattern. Something that has repeated over and over for more than a decade. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. But until you see it, you're just reacting like everybody else, buying late, selling early, and calling it the market. That's not the market. That's confusion. And confusion is expensive in crypto because every time you move without understanding timing, you're putting yourself on the wrong side of the move. Not because you picked the wrong coin, but because you showed up at the wrong time. Most people don't lose in crypto because they picked the wrong coin. They lose because they showed up at the wrong time. You can have the right idea, the right project, the right conviction, and still lose money because your timing was off. And if nobody ever taught you timing, you were set up to lose from the start. Now, here's where it shifts. Because once you understand that, you stop asking, what is the market doing today? And you start asking, where are we in the cycle? That one question changes everything because now you're not reacting, you're positioning. And there's a difference. Now, me personally, I don't move like that. I'm not a technical analyst guy. I'm not sitting here drawing lines, watching indicators, waiting for the chart to tell me what already happened. I'm not a fundamentals guy. I'm not reading white papers all day trying to convince myself something is good while the price already moving. And I'm not a sentiment guy. I'm not scrolling social media trying to figure out how people feel so I can react after the fact. That's reactive. All of it's just reactive. And if you always reacting, you always late. So I had to find something different. Something that doesn't depend on opinions, doesn't depend on emotions, and doesn't depend on guessing. That's where cycle analysis comes in. I follow the pattern, not the noise, not the hype, the pattern. Because when you start paying attention to how Bitcoin actually moves over time, you realize something real quick. This thing doesn't move randomly, it moves in phases, and those phases repeat. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I will say this. Patterns like this don't show up 3, 4, 5 times in a row by accident. You can take that how you want. I just pay attention to how things line up because when you understand the cycle, you don't need to guess what comes next. You position for it. Take care, loved ones. I'm Crypto Stock Markets, and I get up with y'all tomorrow.